In a crowded railway station, a poor beggar survived each day by asking passengers for coins. The sound of trains echoed through the air, mixed with voices of travelers and the beggar's pleas. One morning, his eyes caught sight of a well-dressed businessman stepping onto the platform. The man's expensive suit, polished shoes, and confident walk made him stand out. The beggar thought to himself, "This man must be rich. If I ask him, he'll surely give me something." With hope, he walked closer and stretched out his trembling hand. The businessman stopped and looked at him with calm curiosity. Instead of reaching for his wallet, he asked, "Do you always take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The beggar froze, confused by the question. He stammered, "Sir, I'm just a beggar. I have nothing to give." The businessman smiled slightly. "If you believe you have nothing to give, then you also have no right to ask. I am a businessman. I believe in exchange. You offer something, you receive something. If you can give me something in return, I'll gladly pay you. But if not, I can't give you anything either." He said this kindly, then stepped onto his train and disappeared among the crowd. The beggar stood there, stunned, the man's words echoing in his mind. All day, he replayed those words. "If you want to receive, you must first give." That night, he couldn't sleep. The words kept circling in his thoughts. "What can I give? I have nothing," he whispered to himself. For 2 days, he didn't ask anyone for money. He was too lost in thought. On the third day, while sitting near the tracks, he noticed a small patch of wildflowers blooming. Their bright colors caught his eye, and suddenly an idea sparked within him. "What if I offer people something in return?" He thought, "What if I give them flowers?" He gently picked a few flowers and returned to his usual spot. When someone handed him a coin, he smiled and gave them a flower in return. To his surprise, people smiled back, some even thanked him. He noticed that when he had flowers, people gave more generously. When he ran out, their kindness seemed to fade. He realized that people don't just give, they exchange. One afternoon, while handing out flowers, he saw the same businessman again. Excited, he rushed to him and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I will give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled, handed him a few coins, and accepted the flowers. "You've learned the value of exchange," he said warmly. "Today, you are no longer a beggar. You are a businessman." The train pulled away, leaving the beggar deep in thought. Am I really a businessman now? He wondered. Then realization struck. People weren't giving him charity anymore. They were buying what he offered. I'm not a beggar, he thought proudly. I'm a trader. That day, he made a bold decision to never beg again. Months passed. He started selling flowers instead of asking for money. His small effort grew into a business. One day, two well-dressed men met at the same railway station. They shook hands, but one man paused and asked, "Do I know you?" The other smiled. "Yes, we've met before twice, right here." The businessman's eyes widened. "Wait, you're the beggar, the one I met months ago." The former beggar laughed. "Yes, that was me. But not anymore. I now own a flower business. I'm traveling to expand it." The businessman was amazed. "That's incredible. What changed?" The flower seller smiled gently. "You taught me. We only receive when we give." That day, I realized I was never a beggar. I was a businessman all along. The two men shook hands again, now as equals. They boarded their trains, heading toward their new journeys. And in that moment, one truth shined clear. Life becomes what you believe yourself to be. If you see yourself as small, you remain small. But if you believe in your strength, you rise beyond limits. Change your thoughts, and your future will change with them.